newspapers tried to scare everybody into believing that we're building a 65-foot runway. Now, the runway has to slope up because it has to go over federal highway and the railroad tracks. But there are other runways that slope up. We're not building the first one. This isn't something that Broward County has decided to do and they pulled out of the air. There are other runways that elevate.
In Florida?
In other parts of the country. There are other, and around the world. There are other runways that elevate. And you may have flown in some of them, but so it's not brand new. And it's really important to remember that the 65-foot plan is just one of 8. And the commission has not chosen, nor has the aviation director or Broward County Aviation Department chosen which design. Now, and in my opinion, because I'm a big supporter of the runway, I get a lot of criticism from a small group of people because of it, but in my opinion, this red herring of 65 feet is simply to stop the runway.
You're going to have the same people coming down there with t-shirts and jumping up and down?
We're not going to have that kind of a big meeting again like we did in June of '07. What we were working on last week actually was noise mitigation. The people who live within the noisiest area out by the South Runway are getting approximately $85,000 worth of noise mitigation in their homes. In each home, if they choose. That includes sound insulation, hurricane windows, tinted windows in some instances. For many of them, it's not for many of them. For a small handful, it's not good enough. It's just not good enough. Well, I get questions, well, how can I enjoy, are you going to mitigate the noise outside? How am I going to enjoy the outside? I can't do anything about that. And we're doing our best to balance their interests. And they hear the planes anyway. And how are you going to clean up the soot that falls from the airplanes? My house is black, and you know what, there's only so much we can do, and it's very important to recognize this is not tax dollars. This $85,000 per house is airport funds, which don't come from your property taxes. So it's not costing us any extra to do it, plus we get federal funding. And there's one airport opponent in particular who likes to say, well, it's somebody's tax dollars, even if it's federal money. And my feeling is, well, why should that money go to Washington State or North Dakota? It should come here. We pay taxes too. We should get our federal dollars back. So that's an airport discussion. But the runway is going through, and I think it will, despite the effort of a few to try to